Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 69, 70, 71, 72 Carryover League. We are moving through the National League now in the 1971 box, and we are in the National League North, where we have the Cubs, the Reds, Pirates, and Cardinals. And here we have the National League North right here. The Cubs, of course, lost plenty of guys from '84 that were good. Jody Davis, Bob Dernier, Greg Gross, Gary Matthews, John Tudor, Scott Sanderson, Greg Harris, and Dave Smith. And from '69, Ernie Banks. Let's see, Randy Hundley. Where is he? He must not be here now. '69, Ron Santo. Fergie Jenkins, Bill Hands. Actually, this is a mint condition Cubs card. That's why they're hard to move. They're like sticking to each other. Hank Aguirre. And then from '70, it's Hickman, Kessinger, Billy Williams, and Gura. So not all the guys are here. Are we going to improve any of these guys? Probably not. Ernie Banks, no, he's near the end. Santo, no. Fergie's good. He was already good, though. So, Bill Hands is a 20-game winner. He's actually going to be dealt as part of the Nolan Ryan trade. Hickman's already amazing. Kessinger, about the same. Billy Williams is already amazing. So, none of them will be updated into their 71 roles. So here's Milt Pappas, and this is the clue that he's a good pitcher, but he's a better pitcher in 1972, and that's the year we'll take him. Ray Newman, a lefty, gets lefties out of the bullpen. Unfortunately, we already have two lefties in our bullpen. We don't need a lefty, but maybe they trade him to another team. Cleo James, an outfielder, really hits lefties well. He could be the replacement for Dernier or Gary Matthews. Brock Davis, not much there. A lefty hits lefties but not righties, isn't going to help a lot. Chris Cannizzaro, the catcher. We think the Padres are going to take him back in '70. Jose Ortiz, a center fielder, who's actually pretty good. This is one of those extra player cards. See, 295 and 88 at bats. This is a very unique player, Jose Ortiz. A center fielder. He could get into the league with bad defense just because he hits pretty well. Definitely a back burner kind of player there. Bill Bonham, not quite ready yet. Ron Tompkins, he's okay. It's a reliever, 405. George Decker, no, not this year. All right, that's your Cubs. All right, next we move on to the Reds. The Big Red Machine. They were in the World Series, of course. They're looking to get back. They didn't really lose too much from '84. They're going to bring Concepcion back, and then they lose Eric Davis, Tom Foley, Mario Soto, John Butcher, Augusto, Schmidt, and Franco out of the bullpen. And from '69, we're looking at Lee May, another near mint card set, Pavlitek. Gosh, they're sticking to each other because they're so new. Prez and Rose. Pete Rose. Jim Maloney. Let's see him in here. And Granger. And from '70, Bench Carbo. Canigliaro was not here. Oh, he is there. I don't see Bobby Tolan. And then we could turn Concepcion over. And first thing we'll do is we'll see if any of these guys here are worth improving. Lee May's already great. He's great again in '71. He was already great. That's fine. Tony Perez, I mean, yeah, great guy, already great. Pete Rose, believe it or not, he was better. He hits 304 here, but hit 348 in '69. Granger looks like he's a little bit worse. But he's still good, though. Johnny Bench is a lot worse here. You see his batting average really drops down to 238. Bad year in '71 for him. Carbo, nothing much there. Canigliero, pretty much the same thing there. So nothing in that line of thinking. So they can bring in new, fresh blood. And we have a young outfielder named Hal McRae. He could replace Eric Davis on this team. Look at the extra base hits against lefties are nice. It's what, 288? 264. Oh, I guess the percentages are kind of skewed that way. Possibly. Clay Carroll, we commented earlier that he's good in all these years. So you just pick a Clay Carroll that suits your needs without dialing in on a specific year. A very young George Foster. Good enough to get into the league, though. But again, he's going to have a long career in Cincinnati. Gary Nolan. Is this the best Gary Nolan card is what we want to figure out. 245, 316. We'll have to use Baseball Reference to evaluate which is the best Gary Nolan's. Everyone we've seen has been good enough. It's pretty clear that Gary Nolan will play for the Reds this year. It's a question of only which year. Buddy Bradford, not much there. Stewart, same thing. Ty Klein, still nothing out of this guy. Grimsley, we liked one of the Grimsley cards. Was it this one? 10-game winner. They lose 2 righty starters. Jim Merritt has a couple really mediocre years. Here's another mediocre year. His ERA is above 4 in all 3 of these seasons. Cloninger, we're looking for a good year for this guy, and it's 390. Wayne Simpson, we know 70 is Simpson's year. He already starts to, decline. And here's Concepcion. So definitely he regressed because he's a forward short and his batting average is terrible. So definitely a big X on Concepcion. Right now it looks like it's 70. Concepcion at this point. So 71 Hal McRae and Clay Carroll could be the options, and Gary Nolan. There's plenty of options for the Reds to explore. Moving ahead to the world champs of 71, the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Pirates from 84 lost some good guys. Lee Lacy, Johnny Ray, a couple 300 hitters there. Amanda Walkenfuss, Larry McWilliams, Rick Rhoden, Candelaria, Brewster, and Lucas. All right. And from 69, Matty Alou, Roberto Clemente, Richie Heb. Oh, 2 Clemente cards. Check that out. That's good to know. Richie Hebner, Al Oliver, Roberto Pena, Stargell. And from 70, Gene Alley, Bob Robertson. These are sorted. Sanguian and Justy. Well, there you are. I actually sorted those. And let's take a pass through them again to see if we want to improve any of our guys. Matty Alou, no, he already hit 330. Clemente, no, not. Yeah, he hit 345. Here it's 341. So, no. Hebner, no. Oliver, not really. 285, 282. Roberto Pena, no. Stargell, maybe. 48 homers. That'd be, I could see him doing that. Improving Stargell just because of the devastating amount of home runs. So, yeah, that is a strong possibility. Gene Alley, no. Bob Robertson, no. Same kind of card. Sanguian, same kind of card. 319. He's already hitting 328, I believe. Justy, 293. Wow. Great team. Makes sense, right? They won the World Series. Oh, but looky. We need to replace Johnny Ray with a second baseman, and we don't have Dave Cash, who's on another team. Well, they printed Rennie Stennett's card here, and old Rennie hit 353. Unreal. So plug and play, Rennie Stennett. That'll help you leap the Reds. Red alert in Cincinnati. Look out for Pittsburgh. Rennie Stennett will be in the middle of that lineup with Clemente and Stargell and, yeah. Bill Mazeroski. He's actually good against lefties. And another Bob Moose card, but this Moose is not that good. So it seems like it's Rennie Stennett. And then if you improve Stargell, that's a dangerous combination right there. a 48 homer Stargell, and a 353 Stennett. Suddenly, yeah, the Reds may not be the favorite in that division. And lastly in the division, the St. Louis Cardinals. They lose a lot of guys from 84. Wally Backman, Keith Hernandez, McGee, Ozzie Smith, and their entire bullpen of Bob Lacey, Tom Waddell, Dave Rucker, and Bruce Sutter. From 69, we have Lou Brock, Kurt Flood. You can see him here. And their whole rotation: Gibson, Holtzman, Chuck Taylor, and Ray Washburn. Don't see him either. And in 70, it's Dave Duncan, Julian Javier, Bill Sedakis, and Joe Torre. But let's stop right there because I see one guy already, Joe Torre. Talking about a guy to improve, you got to make this move. Just because the competition in this division is so fierce, you've got to immediately... It'll cost them a draft pick, but they have to upgrade Joe Torre into this ridiculous Joe Torre. That's what happens when you don't have to strap the shin guards on, I guess. So, Torre will be picked up and improved, which means they can only add one more guy. They don't need starters, they need relievers. So Reggie Cleveland is okay. They don't need a starter, though. Frank Lindsay's a good reliever. It could be him. 214. I would say Frank Lindsay. Don Shaw's good. Jim Beauchamp, Al Santorini, Chris Zachary. Torre and a reliever seems to be the plan for the Cardinals in 1971. And that brings us to the end of the National League North. Hope you've been enjoying the Carryover League draft prep videos. We're halfway through the National League. We'll see you again next time.